what's going to happen. At first, they're going to go, what happened today? Nothing, nothing. How was school today? Okay. What did you do at school today? Nothing. Well, you can't be in school for 6, 8 hours and nothing happened. But you know that's what's going to happen. Keep it up. Just keep asking the question, because what I'm getting parents to do is get in the habit of listening with their ears, but also with their eyes and with their hearts.
Wow.
We need to do a better job of listening. If you get your children in the habit of just talking and you listening, that when there's something heavy on their heart that you need to know, they'll be in the habit, so they'll just tell you.
Wow.
They might be being bullied at school, and you don't know that.
Right.
Or there may be a problem with the teacher at school, and you don't know that.
Wow.
Or there's a kid who's making fun of your granddaughter because she's smart. You need to know that. So that you can be attentive. So there's a log literally in the back of this for 30 days. What question did you ask, and what was your children's response? I asked you to keep the log for 30 days because I want you to get in the habit. Now, after 30 days, you might want to keep the log some more. Just, you know, keep it. But very importantly, at the end of 30 days, it should be a habit. And what happens is that you will find that your kids will tell you before you ask. They'll run in and say, Granddaddy, let me tell you what happened today. Because you need to know.
Wow.
You need to know the good stuff.
Yes.
I got an A on my test, or I've been chosen for the school play, or, I mean, you'll eventually find that stuff out, but it's nice when they just come in and
volunteer it.
And they will when you get in the habit.
Yes, and then by the time they get 13, 14, 15, 16, when they're confronted with a crisis, they can say, you know, some people want me to affiliate with a gang.
Right. Or somebody offered me some drugs after school today, or this boy is really trying to pressure me to have sex, Granddaddy.
Yes.
You know, because your children are in the habit of talking to you. Now, people in my seminars look at me like, Judge, why are you getting me to do this? Just trust me. If you ask the question, how was your day? What happened at school today? Just one simple question. Get in the habit of having those dialogues. Because, you know, at 5, they playing on the playground, everything is cool, but at 15, maybe it's not so cool, and that's when you really need to know what's happening. You'd be surprised how powerful this one thing and how this will radically change your relationship with your children.
You know,
and the book is all like that, all the way through. It's stuff like this.
I could see you writing a book called How Was Your Day?
Okay, let me get my notes
Stories
down.
that live.
Right. Where are my notes, Bishop?
Because that is so powerful. Because,
yes.
You know, even when we look at God in the garden, the first thing he did with Adam was ask him a question. Adam, where art thou?
Where art thou?
Adam.
Hey, hey!
Who told you you're naked?
What?
You know, he really asked him, how was your day?
How was your day? Adam, what you been doing hanging out here today?
Yes.
What happened in the garden
yes,
today?
exactly. And
that's what we're doing.
And even though Adam didn't come right out and says, I ate of this tree, he says, Adam, why are you hiding? The guilt was there. Right. Do you think guilt shows up in our children there? If you start asking, how was your day? When they walk in that room, you can actually see it in their presence. If you get into that habit.
You get in the habit. And if you get in the habit before things go wrong, you know, sometimes, too often, Bishop, we wait until something goes wrong before we start talking to our children. Then it's like, well, I got the call from the teacher today. What did you do in school? No, come on. Let's have some communication and praise them for the good stuff, so that when they do something wrong, they have to understand that although there will be consequences, there still has to be that space where they can come and talk to you.
Wow.
Where they can come and talk to you.
Yes.
Because you want them talking to you. You don't want them talking to the gang member. You don't want your granddaughter talking to the no-good, trifling 18-year-old who's trying to get her to do something that she doesn't want to do. You want them to know that you genuinely care about how their day was.
Wow.
There's no, I'm not trying to see something wrong. You know, actually, I'm looking for some good news. But I also am open to hear when the news is not good.
Wow.
How was your day?
How was your day? So if a person wants to get this
Yes, sir.
How can they order this? This is a $79
Yes,
gift.
yes.
So if you give $79 and you are supporting this here organization, Parent Power Now,
yes,
you can go on the internet, sign up for free,
right,
but you need to get the DVD and watch the DVD.
And really do take the time to work through the workbook. I promise you. And there's a guarantee. You know, if on the back of it, I am so convinced that you will really believe that there's a difference with your relationship with your children. But you got to work through the workbook. And you can go on parentpowernow.com. You can also go to glendahatchett.com. And there's a shop with a lot of things, including this and some tapes and some books and things. But I would love to hear back from you as to what you think. And we're going to, in 2010, we're going to have some live seminars and we're going to do some other things. So again, this is volume 1, the workbook and the DVD. And so we hope that you'll get it and really enjoy it and grow from it. People who have done this have come back saying, I wish I had had it earlier.
Yes, I wish I knew you 27 years ago, because I would have asked my children every day, even if I had to call them from the road and say, hey, how was your day?
How was your day?
Okay, put the next child on, because I have 5 children. Now, how was your day?
Right. But it just takes a second.
Yes.
It just takes a second. And what that says to your children is, you know, Dad is really watching, and he's looking, and he genuinely, not that it's not clear to your children that you love them. I mean, your children know that you love them. But sometimes that little extra little piece, how was your day? And don't just get on them. You know, like, oh, you messed up today. You know, I heard from the neighbor that you helped her with her groceries, or, you know, I heard you did something nice for somebody. Praise your children. Cheer for your children. That's an important piece that I really stress. You got to cheer for them, because there's enough negative stuff out there.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you for being you. Thank you for sharing, and you have so many stories. And you know, it was just funny. I was up until 4:30 after looking at your video. I was looking at a bunch of stuff, and I was looking at one video about storytelling, and they said storytelling builds relationship, and storytelling builds community. And even you sharing these stories, I mean, you can do a lot just sharing these stories about what came across in the courtrooms. Did you find like a lot of parents just never had a parenting class? They weren't bad parents, but they just never knew. Yeah. They were never guided on what to do with the child.
And that's why I wrote the first book. And if you go to glendahatchett.com, it's there, and you can get the either audio version or the paperback. The hardback is out of print now. Call Say What You Mean and Mean What You Say.
Say what you mean and mean what you say. Write that down. 7
strategies for parenting. Because what I found is that there were people who were good people, they just didn't know how to be good parents.
Wow.
Good people who just didn't know how to be good parents. And that is why this Parent Power Now movement is going to be so important, because every month there's going to be a strategy that we're going to ask you to buy into and to do, like, you know, this whole posting your dreams. And when I say buy into, I don't mean like for money. I mean, you know, sign up and get involved in it.
But she can also use the money as well to spread the message.
Right, that's true. That is true. That is absolutely. And there will be levels of membership that you can buy. But I purposely made the entry-level membership free, because I don't want there to be a barrier for anybody who needs it. But we have good people who just need the right tools to be good parents. Because you modeled your parents. I modeled my parents.
Yes.
What about the people who didn't have good models?
Exactly.
That's why this has to be created to help them.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Judge Hatchett. We can go on, and she will be on more. We will be seeing more of her, and even getting some of the updates. And now, can people start to follow you on Twitter?